Thanks for subscribing, and keep an eye out every couple weeks where we'll take you to beautiful places, on underwater adventures, sailing, and we'll have lots of other fun. Thanks so much for watching. Well, we are leaving Tampa, and like we've said many times, we've had a blast here. It is beautiful, expansive beaches, powdery white, beautiful shells. But for now, it is time for us to head to our usual stomping ground of the Keys over on the East Coast. Do some free diving, snorkeling, sailing, a little bit of everything, and bring it to y'all soon. So we're gonna do a little leisurely sailing on our last day here, but the winds picked up. That kind of changes things around. Captain can tell you why.
In order to take on heavier sailing, we have to fill up the ballast, which is fine, but that means we have to empty the ballast before we get back on the road. And that requires driving around at pretty good throttle for about 15 minutes, and we don't have the fuel remaining in our tanks to do that. You know, sometimes being captain's tough. I have to choose between capsizing and running out of fuel and being stranded in open water.
That's right.
There's shells everywhere.
No, there's shells on the beach, there's shells in my knees, there's shells in my booty. And after a hearty breakfast, we take a few last looks around the marina before we head out.
There's so many shells here, they use them as landscaping.
He is sharp, isn't he? He's sexy. I like the unbuttoned shirt.
Hey, easy.
Pirates are so cool, but they were awful. Pillage, plunder, rape, murder. I mean, they're not really good things.
Well, they're good at shooting and sailing. Cycled boat tower, fishing tower. There's a boat engine, mailbox.
All right, getting ready to head to the next adventure, and we're in the final stages. Captain has the mast all down and secure, and so then he does an extra tie. We were in the Keys, the freeway, and the new winch, the strap hadn't done its stretchy thing yet, or it was continuing to stretch out. It was still new. We had to pull over like 3 times to cinch the boat back down onto the trailer. Tighten up the ropes a bit, right?
Yeah.
Thank goodness the captain's always looking in the rear view. Sometimes we're hauling so fast and things are going well, you forget the boat's back there, and you're like...
We forget everything can go wrong.
You kind of glance and you're like, man, that guy's really tailgating. Oh wait, it's the boat.
Sure you don't need a cushion or something?
So we get on the road and head towards our surprise destination, which is looking less and less like a boating adventure. So you don't really think of cows and donkeys when you think of sailing. I'm gonna start filming because I'm not sure
6 miles
where the captain is taking me. I told him I was getting a real Children of the Corn feeling. This actually doesn't look so bad, but where we just came from, the road was almost too small for us to drive down. So we finally got there, but conditions weren't exactly how the captain had expected. We were going to have to do this jackknife type maneuver, and it was just going to be impossible. Coffee and a latte. We are now searching for a different ramp. Okay, here's the ramp.
This is crazy. That boat's blocking half the entrance.
I just wanna stop. These are some good looking rides. The weather took a turn and it was going to be extremely windy for several days. And that, coupled with the sign that read blue-green algae present, we decided to save this adventure for another time and head towards the Keys.
That's a gator. 10 to 1, that's a real one. Yeah, that looks totally real.
Holy mackerel. Show my hands. But this guy ended up being caught in the area, and he's 13 feet and 8 inches long. Turns out there's more than blue-green algae to be worried about in this water. Reason number 4 to seek a new adventure. And a big thank you to our fabulous patrons and also those who follow us on Vimeo. Hope you guys will join us in a couple weeks where we do some amazing free diving out in the Florida Keys. Until then, check out these few videos.